it's Veronica again. For 10 years I was not able to sew, and I remember I cried because I love my independence. I love to make my own money, and it was devastating for me. But as the years goes on, my marriage relationship went sour. Wasn't because of arguments or anything. My husband decided to go and work in another island, and he would take care of us from there, which was very good. He was really doing it. I really did miss him, and I keep contact with him every single day. I mean, he's my husband. But then one day he called me on the phone, 2010, and he told me the sad news. He said, Veronica, I think you should go and get a lawyer. I said, for what? And he said, I'm not coming back. And I said, wait, you telling me you want a divorce? And he said, yes. And he said, just like that? He said, I'll call you back. He hung up the phone. And he called back and he said, it doesn't really matter if you find someone else. I said, oh, slow down. It doesn't matter if you find someone else, but I don't want to continue. It was like a bomb. It's like, what went wrong there? It was Valentine's Day. I don't believe in Valentine's Day. Sorry. But it was Valentine's Day. So I want to know, why did you pick Valentine's Day? So anytime I come around, I can remember that. Huh? And from that day, it's like a downhill for me. Because he was the one who I really relied on for financial support. No I'm in a country, no my mommy, no daddy, no brother, no sister. Only 2 children. Yes, I have my church family. But how much can you rely on individuals? So I began to try to see what I can do with my hand. With much tears, with the left hand, much tears. It was a devastation. But eventually, in 2013, 3 years after, I went into my bedroom and I spoke to the Lord. I said, Father, you have to help me. This hand, which you gave me the ability to use to learn a skill that is registered in my brain, this hand cannot do anything. It cannot cut. Father, this is the only hand I have, my left hand. Please, the same ability that you give this hand, in the name of Jesus, give this hand. And then I lay the cloth out like this. No, I wasn't thinking that it is in my head that I could be doing it. I was only thinking that is my hand. But after a while, I realized that my skill is in my head. And my head is what controls my body. And the Lord allowed me to begin sewing. So the first thing I saw was my daughter's uniform to go to school. I went to school in the morning and I called the principal and I said, what do you think about my daughter's uniform? He said, your daughter always look neat, always look nice. Who sews her uniform? I said, there's a dressmaker, fashion designer here. She's very, very good. Her name is Susan Reeves. So, hi Susan. And I said, it's Susan Reeves who sews it then. But it's me who saw it now. He said, and she opened her eyes. She said, you saw that? I said, yes. I should have brought it on with me to show you the uniform. Yeah. I think I gave it away to Salvation Army. Yeah. And from that, I began to sew my son, who is older than my daughter, which I had a daughter after the son. and my husband left when she was 1. So I went to sew my son's uniform to go to school, and then I started sew uniforms for school, and then I started sew. I was back into sewing. I began to teach sewing, and I moved from and that was it. But coming down to 2020, when we have the COVID, I could not sew in my room anymore because nobody wants to come in your room. So at this time, I am back in my daughter's room, and my intention is to build a fashion studio outside. It won't be for sewing because my leg now began to get swollen when I sit to sew, but it's for teaching. It's for teaching the disabled how, if they love fashion, how to create fashion. It won't be dressmaking. It won't be just sewing a clothes to wear. It will be garment making. It will be sewing hats. It will be sewing different things. And that is my dream, to pass on my ability to the disabled community. So right now I'm in my daughter's room, and I have some of the stuffs in bags and in the suitcases. I have some, this is a table, so I have some of the stuff under there. I'm using just an industry machine, just a simple machine to sew my daughter, so close to my daughter and my son. I pause from sewing for customers because they cannot just come in the place. Some refuse to come, some brave it, but people don't come as usual. I don't have as much customers as usual. So I am sewing for my daughter and my son and maybe 1 and 2 neighbor, but not much. And I use most of the clothes, most of the material is behind the door there, behind the door in a box, and the rest is over my garden in the little shed that I have in the garden, that I kept them in the shed for now in barrels. When I thought I'd show you the shed, but when I talk about the garden, then you will see it. And my intention is to sew here in my fashion studio in the back. So I'm gonna carry it to the back and show you what I've accomplished in making the fashion studio, and my intention is to finish it so I can take care of myself and I can make entrepreneurs in fashion in the disabled community in Barbados and the wider Caribbean. It is my plan not to just stay one place as a disabled person, but to grow. Welcome everyone as we continue our conversation for the fashion designing. And I have a good friend, her name is Rochelle. She always talk about we join the one hand community. So in it, we're showing how much we can really do with one hand instead of lying down and play dead. So this is the studio that I have at the back of my house. They have a decent walkway from the road that comes up to it, and I intend to show to do the fashion design and anything in dressmaking or garment making for the disabled community to learn it. I have in here store just a few of my material, which is to help me with the building. There's my machine, the industrial machine, one industrial machine in here, and I'm hoping to finish here and move out. This part is gonna be for changing room and a bathroom area, and what I need is more material to panel it off. And I want to say, in Jamaica we say big up to Corporate Barbados, because Corporate Barbados helped me with the foundation. They gave me over 30 bags of cement from our wax cement, and the Carters gave me some plywood sheets, not plywood, they are concrete boards to put on the outside. Harrison Paint gave me the paint to paint it, and these are the wood that I tell you about that they stole from me from off the top of the roof I had up there, and I have to go to Corporate Barbados to help me to get the wood. So what is needed now is drywall to make the inside more concrete board, because of course one company couldn't give me all. Then you have William Construction in Barbados. They was instrumental in giving me this thing to make the concrete. What is it again? This thing. You see, stroke big thing usually forget the memory, but don't want to use that. But it is it. I can't remember it now. The cement mixer. Thanks, Rochelle. You know, sometimes Rochelle forget, and I gotta put it in, tell her, and then she helped me out, see me. So the cement mixer, they actually give me a cement mixer for a whole week so that I could get this pavement done. And then the BRC was given to me to do the surrounding. And tile is promised to me. I don't know if it's coming because I asked some February, but I'm hoping to be able to get enough of material to finish up the studio, the fashion studio, so I can begin teaching. I have some machine in there, some industrial machine in the room, the other room there, which was given to me by the disabled community, and it's for a long time now, maybe 5 years ago. And before I have that place built to house them, I used to keep them on a canvas in the yard. So rain fell and fall on it, so the board, the cutting part, the cutting area, the working area, it was made out of this soft material, so it's no longer good. But I checked the machine, 1 and 2 machine is still usable, but the rest is not usable, so I have to see how I can get them done. But yeah, so that is it for me. I am still hoping, with great hope, that I will be able to accomplish the fashion studio and have the incubator. That's the name of the charity, the incubator, bringing life to the dream of those who are challenged, bringing life to your dream. Sign out again until I go back to talk about my gardening, excited news about my gardening, new adventure, and thank you all for listening. Until the next video, bye for now.